Kajabi evolved. They've added 10 new features in just one blink of a moment. And that came with some extra pricing, new pricing plans. So in this video, I'm going to show you the first 5 features that Kajabi added to their app. And I'm also going to show you what the new pricing will be for Kajabi and how you can keep your existing pricing if you're still on a monthly plan. So what happened? Kajabi rolled out their all-in-one business software platform in 2015, and since then they never updated the pricing, not for inflation, not for all the features and tools they have added. Now in 2025, 10 years later, they thought, okay, maybe it's time to do something about pricing. And I can imagine that because there are so many new features. But they wanted to do this only in combination with new features, new tools inside Kajabi. And they're coming with new price plans, but also for some people, it will be a little bit more. For some people, it will be even cheaper because there are add-on features inside the plans that you might be paying for currently. If you're new to Kajabi, you're gonna pay the new price plans immediately from now. But if you're an active Kajabi user, you will stay in your current plan till January the 13th, 2026. During this time, before January, you can voluntarily choose to upgrade to the new plans with the new features and the new pricing. That's up to you. After January the 13th, everybody will go to the new price plans. Before we go to the new price plans, we will discuss 5 of the 10 new features that are inside Kajabi. I use Kajabi since the beginning, and I use it for all my businesses. Actually, I have 3 businesses. We have Jiffy Course Online for our English templates we sell for Kajabi. We have Kajabi Users the Netherlands that we use for the Dutch community. And we have Link to Pay, what is a payment platform to integrate in Kajabi so you don't use Zapier or other tools for European local payment services. All these websites are run fully on Kajabi and they all generate more than 6 figures yearly. If you want to know how you can generate 6 figures with Kajabi, download our Hitchhiker's Guide to 100K with the link below. With this Hitchhiker's Guide, I'll show you how you can create a 100K business with just 3 products and not with tons of online software tools, just using Kajabi and not by using 60 hours of your week, but only 20 hours a week. If you haven't done it so far, download the Hitchhiker's Guide for free. Let me take you to the dashboard of Kajabi. The first feature I'm really excited about is the seamless translation and accessibility tool they have added to their videos. In the last 10 years that I uploaded videos, I had to create my own captions. And captions are the subtitles at the bottom of your video that people can read if they can't listen to your audio, or if they want to listen and read together, or if they want to read it in a different language. And I had to create those captions with tools and placing all the timing. It was terrible. It was an awful job. But with AI and the options currently, Kajabi integrated this in their courses. So I'm in one of my courses and I have uploaded a new video because this is currently only working for newly uploaded videos. If you already have a course, you can upload your video again and then this option is there. So this is a video I just uploaded, and when you go to video actions, you have closed captions. And here you find a few options. First, you can upload your own transcript, and this is only useful if you have created your video with a transcript and if you're not talking like me just on the flow to your camera. So if you have a transcript, uploaded it or just generate the transcript. Kajabi will process your video and come up with the transcript. Well, as you see me talking, it's already created. It was just a few seconds. Now you can look at the text, you can edit it, and what you see when I go to edit transcript, my name wasn't written correctly. It's like this. And Giphy is Jiffy. Our website is called Jiffy Courses Online. So you can check your transcript, save it. And now we already have created the English captions for your video. Here on top you find translations. And here you can add multiple languages, like Dutch, because most of my people are living in the Netherlands and they speak Dutch. So I select Dutch, I add it here, and it's already created and added. If you want to have additional languages, for example Spanish, just add it, and there you go. That's all you need to do. You also find dubbing. Well, this is coming soon. I can't show you anything, but it gives you the option to add voiceovers in multiple languages to reach a wider audience. This means that I can create my videos in English, and they will create a voiceover on my video with the captions, and I don't need to record my videos in all the different languages. So this is gonna be huge. Back to my video. Let's save this page and let's preview it. I'm gonna run this video a few seconds, but remember it's just a demo video I'm using for a completely different part. So let's play it, and I'll play with the captions too. What if your students actually finish your courses? What if English? They're motivated until the last lesson and beyond? You've worked so hard to create your courses, but many people, many students never finish a course. And this is not because you have a bad course. Well, if you have my Spanish isn't that good, so I can't check this, but I can check the Dutch. Motivation. And with a low motivation, you have low completion rates and they get low results. In online learning, well, this is pretty good what I see in Dutch, so I hope it's also pretty good in Spanish. I really like this video, and when the dubbing is coming, that would be huge. The second feature I like to talk about is the brand consistency that Kajabi has added to their software app. And you will find this brand consistency mostly in their editor. We have a sidebar here, and when you go to one of the products, it's also a more clean sidebar with all the sections you'll have on your page. Well, actually, this is only interesting for the people who are already using Kajabi. They will find a new editor, and you can already switch to this editor regardless which plan you have. If you're new to Kajabi, this is just what you will get. It's more consistent in your products, in your landing pages, in your website pages, in your email. On all pages, you'll find the same editor. The third feature I like to talk is the possibility to completely style your Kajabi checkout. If you're using Kajabi payments or maybe external payment platform Stripe inside Kajabi or PayPal, you already had the option to use the Kajabi checkout, and it looked something like this. You had an image here, you had some text, you could add a little bit of testimonials on the bottom, then you had a small line with the form that people had to fill in and to see the payment details. There was an order bump also here, and there was a big banner on top, always blue. I never understood that one. You can change the banner, but that's all it was. You didn't have the option to style this page. Actually, when I'm using checkouts, I want to have a checkout that's very simple. I want a sales page to do the work. And when people finally decide to pay, they need to go to a checkout that is really simple, something like this. So when I preview this page, this would be a checkout. Actually, there's still a lot going on, but that's because I've added a lot to this checkout. First, you will find there are payment plans in one-time payment or select a 2-monthly payment plan. If you do so, the summary will change, but I've also added an order bump on this page. This is a free order bump, but you can also add a paid order bump, and it will be added to the summary. So on the left side you will find what's in the package and what have people selected, and on the right side you will find all the information. It's the email address, it's the name, It's the address itself, and I always ask for address because we live in Europe. We need to refer taxes, so I want to have a tax ID and I want to have a business name. And if people fill in the tax ID, it will be checked if it's valid European tax ID, and if so, the VAT, like here, will be reverted. And at the bottom, people see the payment details like card, Google Pay, Apple Pay, or maybe Klarna. For me, this is how a checkout should look like, and I didn't like this one. But maybe you don't want to have an external sales page and a single checkout. Maybe you want to combine them. And that's also possible. You can add new content to this page. For example, let me resize this to 6-column checkout, and let me add a new block. We can add a course outline. On top, you select the course outline, and we're talking about shopping, so I'll select my shopping course, save the page, and when I refresh this page, you will find a new info on the left side with the checkout on the right side. And on the left side, people can see what's inside this course. They can't click the lessons, of course not, because they haven't paid yet, but they can see what's inside. Well, if you want, you can add your own logo, you can add your own styling, you can change the fonts, you can change the coloring, you can change the background, so you can completely restyle this page to match the branding of your business. The fourth feature I like to discuss are automations. Kajabi completely restyled your automations editor. And for this, let's go to our automations and select just one of the automations. When you are familiar with Zapier or ActiveCampaign, you understand what's happening here. What you find is a trigger on top, and then you'll find a tree with all the actions that can happen based on this trigger. What I've done is I've segmented this automation based on one of the default fields that must contain the name Jan. So everybody with the name Jan will go to this branch, and everybody that don't have the name Jan will go to this branch. When you're in such a branch, you can see its branch name contains Jan, then these people will get a tag called test. Well, not that interesting, but it's just the way it works. And there's communication also. All the people with the name Jan will get an email from me. And so you can create all kinds of different branches, and your automations are much cleaner and easy to see what is actually happening. There are two things I don't like that much about these automations. First is that we have one branch, and I want to have the second branch here and the third branch here. For example, when the name contains Jan, branch 1, when it contains the name Sarah, branch 2, and now I need to create a tree every time. So I hope they will fix that. It's not a big problem, but your tree will just become huge, while it could be a little bit more simple. Another thing I'm not really happy with are the naming of these automations. On default, it's having the date and the time that the automation was created, and that's not easy for you to find what it is, like this new automation with a date and a time. So you need to add your own name, but also something that can be searched. So it's a tag for new contents from a form. I hope they can change this, because I really like to see on this page what is the trigger, what is the action in the trigger, why this trigger was happening, and what kind of actions are taken based on this trigger. But there's always something to wish for. The fifth feature I like to talk is the universal inbox. And the universal inbox is something that's only available for the Pro and the growth plans, so the top tier plans. You'll see it's a premium feature. If you want to have this and you're on Kickstarter or Basic, you need to upgrade to growth or Pro. But what is universal inbox? Because I never heard of it before. Well, you can connect your channels like Facebook and Instagram. And what it will actually do is it will connect with your messenger from Facebook and Instagram. And this means that you can manage your messages in Kajabi. So you'll see your Instagram DMs in Kajabi, and you can connect them to automations in Kajabi. You can do stuff based on what they are saying. So actually, it's integrating ManyChat or StanStore directly in Kajabi. And that's used if you have a community on those social media platforms. As you have no control on social media platforms, it's great to get those people on your own mailing list, to get those people in Kajabi. And with this universal inbox, it's more easy than ever to get those people on your own mailing list. These are the first 5 features in Kajabi Evolved. In my next video, I will talk about another 5 features, like the new affiliate dashboard. If you're working with people who are promoting your courses, the affiliate dashboard will be updated immensely. The 7th feature we're going to talk about are the statistics. Also, the statistics will get a huge update. The 8th feature are cohort coaching. If you have an online course, you can create several groups during the year using the same course. Also, the coaching tools completely updated by Kajabi. And last but definitely not least, there will be a new mobile app for all your Kajabi tools. So you can have your community, your coaching, and your products in just one Kajabi app. This is the normal Kajabi branded app with the Kajabi logo. If you want to have your own branded app, the branded mobile app as Kajabi calls it, it will be part of the Pro package and it will be just included in that package. You don't even have to pay extra for it. And that's one of the best updates Kajabi has added to their new pricing plans. If you don't have Kajabi yet, this is the best time to start with Kajabi. Just follow the link below, www.jiffycoursonline.com/Kajabi, and you will find the best deal you can find for Kajabi currently. Just follow the link and you will also see the bonus package that we have created especially for you for using our sign-up link for Kajabi. It's time to talk about Kajabi pricing. As I said, Kajabi will change their pricings, and they haven't done that for 10 years. So what's happening? The prices will go up. And if you are on a monthly plan in Kajabi currently, you can switch to a yearly plan and you will pay the same as you're doing now. So that's a little trick by getting more for just the same price. If you're already on a Kajabi yearly plan, I'm sorry, but you will need to pay a little bit more. But the new features I'm going to show you will definitely justify the new pricings. Kajabi has 4 plans: Kickstarter, Basic, Growth, and Pro. And the monthly pricing for these plans will be $71, $143, $199, or $399 US dollars per month. You'll only pay these pricings if you pay upfront on a yearly basis. So on a yearly fee, you'll pay $852, $1,716 for Basic, $23.88 for Growth, and $38.28 for Pro plans. If you don't want to pay on a yearly basis, you can switch to monthly plans. But with a monthly plan, you will pay 20% more. So the monthly pricings will be $89 per month for Kickstarter, $179 for Basic, $249 for Growth, and $499 for Pro. And I understand that you think, wow, that's a lot. Well, just switch to annual pricing and you'll pay the same as you're doing now. But I'm not really interested in pricing. I think the pricing should justify your business. And I think that you should choose the plan that fits your business and your business should pay for your plan. If you have a physical, local store or shop, you need to rent the building. You need to pay for the furniture. So you're always paying for something, and Kajabi is your building. Kajabi is your store. So it's more important what's inside that store that you can use. The first thing Kajabi changed with all the plans is that they made the community part of every plan, and it's just for free in that plan. So in every plan you will find unlimited communities. This means that you have the community with all kinds of access groups. Every access group used to be one product. So now you can have 3, 4 communities for free, premium and elite, what you want in every plan. Kickstarter, Basic and Growth, they all had one website and Pro had 3 websites. This didn't change. And Kickstarter still has one product. So you have the community and one product. That's really for the people just starting out. In Basic, you have 5 products now. This used to be 3. So they increased the number of products to 5 and they took out the community. So actually you have 6 or even more products if you like to calculate like that. In Growth, you used to have 15 products and this is going up to 50. Well, I have a lot of clients who had these 15 products and were paying $49 extra to get 10 more products. If you are in Growth, paying $49 extra every month to get 10 products more, you better switch to the new plan because you get 50 products for the same pricing. And the Pro plan will go to unlimited products. The contacts also changed a bit. Kickstarter has just 250 contacts. The basic plan changed. There used to be 10,000 contacts in this plan and this is now 2,500. So this is smaller. It fits better with the plan, but if you are on 5,000 contacts already, you need to switch. In Growth, you can 25k contacts and in Pro, 100,000 contacts. That didn't change. Now let's see what's in the extra plans that are not in the smaller plans. You have the advanced automations, and an advanced automation is actually that you have an automation that you can filter based on other information. For example, people who filled in this form but have the tag PDF XYZ, they don't get this PDF extra, but they get a different PDF. That's an advanced automation. You will find it in Growth and in Pro. If you're working with people promoting your stuff, you have the affiliate program in Growth and Pro, and you have custom branding and 24/7 support also in the bigger plans. What's new is the universal inbox. The universal inbox, we discussed it already, is part of the 2 bigger plans, and you get it for free in those plans. If you want to have it in Kickstarter or Basic, you need to upgrade. So it's called the Premium plan. You have the custom code editor in the Pro plan. This is the option to code your website at a really deep level, and most people never use this. It's the place where you'll find me creating templates for Jiffy Course Online. And what I really liked is that they have included the branded mobile app in their Pro plan. This used to be $200 monthly, and you will get it in this plan. So if you're on Growth and you wanted to have the branded mobile app, you were already paying $400 a month. But now you get it in Pro with the extra websites, with all the other info. And the last thing you will find in Pro is the open API. Kajabi is creating an API so you can connect with all kinds of different software tools. You need to program that, it's very technical. And you'll get it for free in the Pro plan. If you're in a smaller plan, you can use it as an add-on. So this is about the Kajabi pricing. These pricings will start for everybody new to Kajabi starting after September 16th, 2025. For everybody else already using Kajabi, you will get these pricings on January 13th, 2026. Unless you decide to upgrade to the new Pro or the new Growth plan because you want to have the universal inbox or other tools, maybe you want to have more products, you will start paying this new price, but you also get all the tools and the features immediately. You will find more information about Kajabi and the best deal for Kajabi to start with it with the link below. And if you haven't done it so far, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm Bastiaan the Koning from Jiffy Course Online, and I hope to see you in Kajabi Evolved Part 2 coming soon.